Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to the second last episode of our Montreal Canadiens franchise mode. So in this episode, we are going to have the entire off-season, and the next episode will be the entire regular season simulation, but you guys won't get to find out about the playoffs until I do my actual recap, which kind of sucks, but it's the only way I could really do it with giving you guys at least some season simulations. So anyways, we're up here in the off season looking to kind of continue our progress of getting better. We did just lose in the first round to the Carolina Hurricanes, but I think this team is on the right track. Because if you look at our system, we have some pretty good prospects that are still on their way up. And then also our lineup is pretty decent. So, like we have, let's go by potential. We got some low elites. We got some top 6 forward prospects, quite a bit of them actually. And then we also have some low top 6 guys that might end up making it down the road, and some medium top 4s, as well as Laurent Perreault, who could be our backup next season. He might not be because I decided I by accident scratched him when I sent him down, and then I never put him in the lineup again. So he's going to be the starter probably in Laval this year, which means I might actually sign SnipeNScore for another year, depending on what he wants for a contract. So yeah, anyways, let's get into the draft. There is some pretty good prospects in this draft in the later rounds that I added to my draft board. I'll show you guys that now. So in the first round, there is Arkhipov, but I don't know if we're going to be getting him. And no, we're probably going to get him, yeah, for sure. So he's probably going to be our first round pick. And then there also is Lucky we wouldn't get. There is... Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to get any of these two guys. In the third round, I definitely want to go after, I think it was Green Tree. Yeah, Green Tree is guaranteed medium elite, so probably get him. And then Glenny as well is a really good player because he is a left wing sniper who also has medium elite potential, but he's 5 years away, so he's probably like a really low overall. And then our 7th round pick, I'm probably going to be getting Dopita because he's a low elite and he's listed as a gem. And he looks like he has some pretty solid stats as well. So yeah, this should be a pretty good draft for us, and hopefully it helps us even more so down the road. Let's get into this draft, and then we'll get into the re-sign stage where we have some big players to re-sign like Ryder, and then I think there was also like Swift as well. So Detroit's got first overall. We have what pick? Number 20. So yeah, we will get that guy I mentioned, Arkhipov. He was supposed to go 26th because I think he might be elite. If he's not, he's going to be a higher overall than most. So Detroit with their first pick is going to take Thoreau, 82 medium elite center. Columbus is going to take Mironov, and Vegas is going to take Funk. This guy's kind of cool actually, Bobby Funk. Kind of a cool name. See how he plays out in Vegas down the road. I will, at least. I don't know about you guys because I don't think I'm going to be keeping track of a lot of other guys outside of our own team. So Watton goes to Dallas, and Washington's going to take with number 5, Madsen. Okay. So let's send to our pick now and grab that Arkhipov guy because he should not have went already. Let's just make sure. This draft is a bit weaker, it looks like, because a lot of top 4s and top 6s. Actually, maybe not, because we are 20th overall in the draft. So, wow, that was a good steal for Ottawa right there at number 8 with Dundas, 75 medium elite. Okay, let's do our picks. So, yeah, there is also Tom Schultz, who's definitely a medium top 4, but I would rather go with Arkhipov because Arkhipov could be an offensive defenseman, and if you look at his stats, he looks like he could be a really good player. He also apparently has no weakness, and he's compared to Marc-Edouard Vlasic, so he's probably a two-way defenseman in that sense, but he's still probably pretty good. So let's take Stanislav Arkhipov. Welcome to Montreal. And he's only a medium top 6 defenseman. Wow. Okay, so that was a very inaccurate read by my scout. So whoever the Russian scout is kind of screwed up there big time. So, yeah, we made a really bad choice with our first rounder, okay? So maybe this draft is not as good as it seems. Like, there was a top 4 I could have went with, but I thought Arkhipov was going to be good. I mean, I do have some top 6 defensemen that I drafted in the first round that grow really well. Like, a guy in the system currently, Rorel, he's a top 6 defenseman, and he's already a 76 by, like, I think 20. So, this guy could end up being still an NHLer, you never know. But he probably won't be anything huge. Let's into our second round pick here. See what we could get. So there is Orr, who's a medium top 9. Rodrigo Orr. 4 years away, though. How far away are those other guys that I pinned? So Green Tree, you know what? I might go with just Green Tree. Even though it might be early as well. He's also a guaranteed medium elite, so yeah, let's bring him in. He might end up being trade bait, but he might be a good defensive defenseman for us. So 51 overall. Kind of a bit of a stretch in terms of overall, but he does have good potential. And being a defensive defenseman, that's something we don't have a whole lot of. So hopefully he pans out into being something nice. With our third round pick, do we still have any of those pin guys left? So there is some other dudes available, but let's see. Glenny, yeah, I'm going to go with Glenny here easily. Because with a medium elite left wing sniper that's supposed to go this late, he's only 18 as well. Wow. You think this guy would go earlier, but I guess not. He's probably like a 47 or a 50 as well, but this guy still will be a big piece in the future, I think. I will obviously let you guys know in the recap when we get to that in like a couple months. And he's a 49 overall, so it is going to take him a bit of time. It's in 5 years away, so he might make it by like 23, maybe even 22. So yeah, hopefully he gets some good growth. Still a pretty good pick, at least for in terms of getting us farther, I think, in the playoffs. Fourth round. Is there anybody else that I want to go after in this fourth round? I know there's a 7th rounder I want to go after, like I was telling you guys. Yeah, there's nobody I know of really in this 4th round, so we're probably just going to choose a random one. I think we need left wingers, if I'm not mistaken, by comparison to other spots. So we'll take Jonathan Donnelly. Probably he's going to be like a low top 9. Yep, low top 9. I guess I know this game better than I thought. 5th round, we're just going to take another random guy. Same with 6th round. And then 7th round, we'll draft that other dude. So we'll probably take Vishnevsky, considering he has a scouted recommendation. Welcome aboard, Yuri. Low top 60, so probably a guy that doesn't make it, but still not bad of a pick. 6th round, and then we get to our 7th round picks. So 6th round wise, we will go with... Yeah, let's go with Keaton Winnick. He's probably going to be like a really bad player, but low top 9, okay, not bad. And in our final pick of the draft, let's grab that other dude that we were saying about low elite guy. Unless he already went. Pinned. Let's go by pinned. Yep, he's still available. There was a low elite that went just right before us, but he's probably... Yeah, he's not that good. I don't know how good our low elite is going to be, but I think he could be a guy that makes the lineup down the road because he actually has like some A stats. Like his skating and his physical and defense could be worked on, but he's got good shooting already, good puck skills, and good senses. So this guy could be a very good offensive based player. So welcome aboard Radislav. Yeah, Radislav Dopita. And he is a 69 overall. Wow. Okay, so that's a way higher overall than I expected for a 19-year-old guy that's supposed to go this late in the draft. This might be one of the best steals of this franchise mode. Yeah, he's got really good offensive awareness, 83 already, and his defense is 80, so this guy could be really good. Like, he's already AHL eligible, so I'll probably sign him to his ELC already. So let's sim the rest of this draft, and let's take a look at who we have to re-sign. So here's who we got in the draft. Arkhipov is probably going to be like a bust or somebody that we eventually trade away. Green Tree I'm kind of excited about because he's got medium elite potential. Same with Glenny. Donnelly, Vishnevsky, and Winnick are probably nothing, and Dopita could be something. So pretty much three of our picks I think I'm really excited for. The other ones I'm not 100% sure on yet, but I think we made a pretty good splash in the draft with 2 medium elites and a low elite. Okay, so let's get to this re-sign phase. So see who we have to re-sign. So our coach actually needs to be re-signed, so we're going to definitely do that because he's been actually not that bad of a coach. Like, I mean, he has been kind of okay, but we're going to re-sign him anyways. I would go after a better coach, but I think this guy still does the record, does good for his age, because he's like got a 443 wins. By the end of the season, maybe he gets closer to 500 wins. We'll also sign these guys just because I want to kind of keep the coaching staff the same for now. I might make changes when you guys aren't watching anymore, but we'll see what happens. So there you go, those 3 guys getting signed, hopefully. Okay, so re-sign stage. Who do we have to get back this year? We have 53 million in cap, which is not a whole lot, but we do have some good RFAs to re-sign. So Swift, Heatley, these guys are all kind of AHLers, so they're probably not going to want a whole lot of money. And then goaltending wise, yeah, Ryder's going to want a big contract because he's one of the best in the league. Apparently he does not want an extension, but he's not going to be, we're not going to be letting him go. Not even for compensation, because I want to be making the playoffs again next year. And then UFA wise, we got Peltier, Frost, Suzuki, Alonen, JFK, Nilsson. There's quite a bit of players to go through for that. So I'm going to sign anybody that I can, and I will see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so we do have a bit of a problem. So we have 18.82 million in cap space, but we are probably going to be letting go of a few players. So Morgan Frost, I think I'm going to let go of because he wants $5 million, which is not bad, but he has been minus a lot of the years, and we could probably use like Conacher as a second line center or find somebody else. So I think we're going to let go of Morgan Frost here and give him a chance to sign somewhere else and find a replacement. We're also going to be letting go of JFK because I think he doesn't want a whole lot. He's probably going to drop off more, but you know what? We're going to give him 1 year, see if he wants to actually resign. And yeah, Sapanen I don't think is going to come back. He wants a lot of money. I might be able to talk him down. We'll see if we can get him for $7 million as a backup, which is kind of crazy. If we're doing really bad, we'll probably trade him. Or if Pro's ready, we'll trade him probably as well. Because I would rather trade him than let him walk, to be honest. And then we'll take a look and see if we could get Maltby back maybe as well. So JFK doesn't want to resign. And Sapanen accepted the $7 million. So, okay, so we got a backup still, which is good. I didn't think we were going to be able to get him back. We did, though, have to use a lot of our money on Ryder because Ryder wanted a shit ton of money and a lot of terms, so I decided to give him that, even though it's kind of risky doing that for a goaltender. So we have 12.7 in cap space. Let me take a look at our roster currently. What do we have for defense? So we got 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, I don't think Hagen's going to be ready yet. Or Worrell. So I think we are going to try and sign Maltby for another year because he was a pretty solid defenseman for us. We'll give him 5.25 for 1 year. And then I don't know what we're going to do with the rest of the cap space. Probably find that second line center. So he's accepted. And I think that's everybody, right? Yeah, because we will be letting go of JFK, I think. Yeah, we'll let go of JFK. We have to. It's because we need to find that second line center. That's more important, I think, than a third liner. Okay, so we got everybody back. We need to go to unsigned guys because I have not signed any of the unsigned dudes, I think, yet. Yeah, so Dopita is going to get signed for the AHL team. And then the rest of these guys are going to be unsigned for now. And yeah, that's good. Okay. Because I don't really want to rush anybody's potential too much. So let's get to free agency and see if we could find a good second line center replacement for Morgan Frost. Because I think that's where we have a big hole right now in our lineup. It sucks letting him go because he was with us for quite a bit of years after that Tatar trade, like in year number 1, I think it was, or 2. So let's see what we got so far. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we definitely need another player. So we have 3 right wingers, which is good. We have 5 left wingers. One of them could play center potentially. Maybe not. Yeah, we're gonna have to probably find a center. Yeah, that's what we need to find. Yep, definitely a second line center. I think we should be able to afford a second line center with the $8 million, but who knows. Also, it said that Sapanen was on our block, which makes sense because I think we could still flip him away and free up more cap space if we need to, because Perot could be ready within like a bit. So let's go to free agency and see if we could find somebody that fits our needs. So centers, that guy that's a second line center. Why does Galchenyuk want $6 million as a 75 overall? He must have just had a really good season or something. So Cole Perfetti is actually a pretty good fit, I think. But he wants probably a lot more money than we have, right? Actually, he fits within the cap space. Let's just go affordable. Yeah, Cole Perfetti could be good, or... No, I'm not bringing back Max Domi. And I'm not bringing Galchenyuk back to Montreal either. So, let's see. Cole Perfetti, how good is he in terms of simulation? 45 points last year, 63. He's pretty good offensively. I'll give him that. He's never been to the playoffs before. But I think I will sign him. But he wants 6 years at $6 million, so he probably wants more for 1 year. Yeah, the rest of them are like third line scoring forwards, and I don't want to bring Morgan Frost back. So we will give... Let's see, what do you want for 1 year? Not a whole lot, and Pittsburgh is also interested, so I'm going to bump it up to 6.65. And then we're just going to be just barely within cap. So, yeah, Cole Perfetti is good. And then I think we also should need a depth forward at least, which we should be able to get a guy on like a two-way deal if we want to. So, Del Monte, because I let go of Henriksen, so Del Monte is not that good defensively, which I don't really like. Martin Kaut, is he good? He's okay. How does he simulate? Pretty good, it looks like, unless that was AHL. No, that was in the NHL. He's actually a pretty solid player. We'll sign him for 1 year if he wants to, and then that should be good. So let's see if we get those guys, and then we'll sim up to next season and take a look at our lines, and then I'll be it for this second last episode. So there's a trade. Barrett Hayton heads to St. Louis with a 4th for 2 seconds. We're getting offered Hendrix Lapierre in 2/3 for Tommy Hagen, a 2nd and a 4th, no thank you. I would like to keep those guys for now just because I think they still have a chance to make it. So Kaut has accepted, and he thinks he could add a lot to a team that is destined for a good run in the playoffs. So we should be doing pretty good next season if all goes well. And Cole Perfetti is also going to accept, which is great. So let's move into next season and take a look at our lineup going into the final season. Okay guys, so our lineup is set and I'm very excited for the season. So our forward core, Lafreniere, Dunham, and Conacher, who's up to an 88 by the end of his ELC. He's probably going to get a huge contract extension, which means probably we have to let go of somebody making a lot of money, which means maybe somebody like Cole Caulfield, I think is... Yeah, Cole Caulfield could be somebody we end up flipping at the draft in next... well, not next episode, but you guys won't get to see it, but I probably might flip away Cole Caulfield to make some contract room up, because Lafreniere is also in his last year of his contract and probably going to want a lot of money. Second line, we got Swift, Perfetti, Caulfield. Third line, Ylonen, Suzuki, and Peltier. Peltier should be fine on that line, because I think he's on the power play. Yeah, he's on the power play unit, so I think he should be okay with his ice time. He's playing with Suzuki and Ylonen. And in the fourth line, we got Paxpu playing on the wing because Martin Kaut is a very good face-off man, so we have him playing on the face-off part. And we also got Jim Negrin. In terms of defense, we got Lambos and Nilsson, Cunning and Heatley, and Zimmerman and Maltby. Then goaltending-wise, we have Ryder, who's an 87, and Sepanen, who's an 83. So in the minors, there is a bit of a problem as well. So here's our depth, just in case you wanted to see it. But in the AHL, we do have some problems with guys developing already. So forward-wise, there's not really anything. Dopita has grown to a 71 for the preseason, it looks like, or something. But I'm really excited to see how he pans out. But yeah, we have a lot of good forwards down there. Defensively, though, Worrell is listed as a top 6 defenseman at 20 years old. So he should be technically in the NHL already, but he's probably not going to play till next year in the NHL because I don't really feel like rushing him. He just came over from the OHL, I think. Yeah, he just came over from the OHL, so 1 year in the AHL should be fine. Hagen's also listed as a depth guy, so he should be in the NHL soon. And same goes with Rafael Malhotra, who's also listed as a depth defender. So those 3 guys all are almost NHL ready, which means Probably in the offseason after this, I'm going to be having to let go of guys like Nilsson and Maltby. Rene is still at 75, so it looks like he's not going to be an NHL defenseman, unfortunately. And then Yashin and Rodin are on the top 6. As for goaltending wise, Laurent Perreault's up to an 81 and listed as a starting goaltender, so I'm kind of concerned about him being in the minors, but I mean, he never played like a season even in the AHL yet. Like, he played 11 games and then we accidentally scratched him. So I think if we want to, this next episode, we might trade away Sepanen, which is kind of risky. Or we could just let Perreault play in the minors until the season's done, and then Sepanen could leave afterwards or something like that. But if we called up Laurent Perreault, we would save like $7 million in cap space if we traded away Sepanen. So we gotta make some tough decisions probably next episode. So let me know what you guys think of the roster and all this going into the last season. I am going to be pre-recording next episode, so that way I could start simulating on my own. So that's that, and I think that's going to do it for this episode, if I'm not mistaken. We're listed as a champion, which is really good, considering we have some good prospects in the AHL as well, so I'm hoping both teams simulate pretty decently. So yeah, I think that's going to do it. Yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Montreal Canadiens franchise mode. So in next episode, we will have the entire season simulation, so the entire season. I don't know about the playoffs, because if I did playoffs as well, the episode could go over an hour long probably. So I probably won't let you guys see the playoffs until I do my actual recap, which will be probably closer to April, depending on school and all that. So let me know all your thoughts down below. How have you guys liked this series as well? And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.